Okay, cool. Alright, so quick run of the mix down for this track. This recently it's on my SoundCloud, Hypnosis. You might know it. Okay, so usually I start with my kick, kind of like around, what is this, like negative 10 dB, and then go from there, because with everything else, like you'll end up making it all louder later, so you want room to be able to do that. So my kicks usually, and I usually mix as I go, so usually I'll throw some stuff on there and then mix my kick down a little bit. Okay. So if you look right here, I have a few different claps layered. These right here. That's 3 different claps that are layered over each other. I want to say these. No. These. And let's see. This one's around 9. Probably should be a little bit louder in all honesty. Yeah, but usually I only have them so loud, but like because there's so many of them, because there's 3 different ones, I have them all mixed at different levels. This one is around 15. This one's around 10, just like the kick is, and this one is also around there. Also, they have EQs on them that cut off the frequencies at the very end that you don't want. See, that's this one right here. You don't want all the rest of that in the end there, and then this one as well. I could make this one a little bit better by cutting it down right here, so that way there's room for the other 2 kicks to shine right here in this area. Might be a little bit better. What else do I have in here? The cymbals. Oh. Okay, hold on. There we go. Usually keep those a little bit lower, like about, let's see, where's this at? Like around 16 dB, just lower than the kick and the snare really. Kind of like in the background, like you don't want them to be like overpowering, you just kind of want them to, it fills in the gap like white noise, and I also have an EQ on it as well, only the high end. Without it, there's all that little extra stuff on the bottom, like look, there's all that extra stuff, like right here, that you don't really want, like, because it's just gonna mud up your mix, and you don't want to do that. So you just cut it all out. And you'll put an EQ like this on anything and everything you do. Okay, what else? So the synth, I guess I can do that next. The synth is very, like, there's a lot going on, so there's like a few different noises, it's not just one. Where is it at? Probably over here. I think it starts here. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it starts here. So there's a chain of insane effects on here. I tried a few all the ones that are turned off are ideas I tried but didn't like, so I didn't get rid of them, I just turned them off. But anyways, it goes, I have it processed through a few different effect chains. all the way to a sidechain channel, which its level is around 12 dB. That's a little bit. That's a little bit less than the kick. So like the kick's still like louder than everything else, but the synth is also loud. And then the sub, really not that loud. I feel like you don't really need to make your subs that loud. Like they're gonna do their thing, but if you look, you see it right here, it's not that loud, but like once you have a master chain on it, it'll come out like just right, like not super overbearingly loud. So once again, my kick, oh no, one of my synths, this one, and here it's around 12, but that's not all of them. That's just like the main synth. There's like a few other ones in the background, like these. Hold on. And there's all this, yeah, like there's a whole other different group of synths going on in the background, like all kind of mixed around like that. Like this one, there's this one, and then this one, and then this one. Just and then this top synth right here. Oh, hold on. And there's like little extra background noises. These are really important, to be honest, like making sure you have good background noises. Like it fills in the space a lot. Like it really helps out. Just putting random stuff in the back of your tracks like this. Where is it? Right here? Yeah, this. That's one of them. Let's see. This. It's another one that I have. But also, if you look on all of these, they're all EQ'd and cutting off the low end because you don't want any mud on the bottom. You don't want your mix to do that because it won't sound clean, and you want to cut as many things as possible out because you have so much you have to be able to put. And so, okay, and then. That's it before. It sounds pretty cool without it too. Like, that's what it sounded like before. That's what it sounded like originally, but I wanted to add a top synth to it. I think it sounds cooler like that. Definitely think it sounds cooler like that. What else? There's like stuff in the, like mainly a lot of this is just like stuff in the background. This, like -22, is that? Yeah, just, you don't want it to be super loud. You want it to be like in the background because when you come over here and you do all this stuff, like, okay, this, don't worry about that, or that really. I mean, yeah, sure. I'll tell you how loud it is. Anyways, so what I usually end up doing to make it loud after you mix it down is, yeah, that's right, just lower the ceiling on it to where so that when you limit it, you kind of like squish it down. You squish it down and you compress it so that way it won't so that way it'll be compressed. Like you squish it down, compress it so that we can hear everything. That's when it's too much. That's how you know it's too much, when you start to hear that. If it starts to sound bad, like that, that's how you know you're putting it too low. It's compressing it too much, or limiting it rather too much. So what you want to do is you want to like compress it a little bit, or like compress it so it squishes down together, right? Like, because before you just have the mix by itself, like, and it's whatever. But now you have to compress it down so that way the mix is now compressed, and then you simply just raise the volume, like up really high. Because without doing that, and without the limiter, with the limiter, everything is a bit louder. And then you raise the volume. But so that way it doesn't go over negative 0.1 dB. You put a soft clipper on it that like at the 80%, so that way it cuts it off. So that way you can get as loud as you want, and no matter how loud you get, it's not really gonna clip that much. I mean, it's still clip, but like not that much. But, so just hear it. Cause see, without it, it's gonna. And you don't want it to do that because it's not gonna sound good. So you want to turn this on, and it'll cut off the top of it, but it'll give it a little bit more distortion. Okay. Let me know if you want me to go a bit more in depth or have any more questions.